Hello, this is my third painting in the series here. So, this one here is a little bit different than my other two. I think it's a brief detour, but it's not going to be kind of the future of the series here. My idea here was a lot more of an abstract kind of expressionist kind of thing. I did focus on a little bit of the stuff from Murakami, like the one I talked about in the last video, the Mr. Daub, kind of the more like, I guess, expressive one, kind of channeling that sort of idea, except with Murakami, his foreground is always pretty clean. It's usually the background that's messy. But this one, I was thinking kind of more like Willem de Kooning, or maybe like a Francis Bacon, kind of like abstract expressionist kind of thing. It's like a portrait, but just a very abstract one. And I like these kinds of art forms, like this kind of like abstract art, because I find that it is it's really cathartic, and it's super, I guess, expressive in a quick way. And I think if I can figure out a way to control the kind of energy that I can do in like an expressive piece like this, it could make my more constructed pieces a lot more interesting looking. So, for example, it's really, for me, I find it difficult to really go at it with a palette knife or do anything that kind of scary on a piece I've been working on for like 10 hours, you know? But I think being able to control that in a like positive way could make my constructed pieces a bit more poignant and expressive anyway. So that's why I think these pieces are good. I think it's interesting because I find the process of making these almost more fulfilling than looking at it after. It's like the process of itself is much more fulfilling, and I feel like anytime I do one of these paintings, only one out of three of them I actually really enjoy looking at after. But I always remember painting them very fondly. So I think that's kind of an interesting thing, because it's kind of explosion of emotion, all these kinds of things, and yeah. Here, I can get a little closer. So, it's pretty simple. For the colors, kind of have this like fleshy pink in the background, and it's kind of darker blue in the background up top there, and to more like, I want to say almost violet, but there's not a lot of red in there. It's more like a baby blue there into the more, yeah. I kind of chose like a violet, like a really light, like plum color there. I wanted to choose more like fleshy colors here, because I still think that this painting to me is about love. It's just the more frustrating part of it, because I think anytime you really care about something, it frustrates you so much more. Because I find that for myself, the more I care about something, I have a higher chance of getting upset when it doesn't go right or doesn't go the way I want it to. So that's kind of what I was getting at with this piece, is the more you care about things, the more frustrating that is. And sometimes it can be tempting to scale back really caring about stuff, because it seems like it's not worth it. So it's kind of what I was thinking with this. It's a different side of perhaps a more negative one, but I feel like it's still part of the whole. So yeah, it's my piece. Oh yeah, and for naming it, I don't know. I really don't like naming an abstract piece like this, so I think I'm gonna leave this one Untitled, just because I feel like anything I would put on this besides like frustration or something really basic would kind of do it wrong. Even frustration would kind of render the whole painting not very interesting. It would kind of reduce it, I think. So yeah, thanks for watching.